we're going to start with clothes because I think they're the
You got to
most
protect
important.
yourself first.
Yeah, yeah. And our criteria for work pants is that they have to be comfortable, but they got to be tough. And ours have to have knee protection. I accidentally got knee pad pants when I was 30 years old, and I think it's one of the reasons that I can still crawl around. Our go-to place now, we've gone through several companies that have made pants and then dropped them. We're now buying from Walkabout the last 10 years or so. I don't know what, I keep meaning to look whether they're in Denmark or where they are, but Walkabout has a US shipping, so you can order straight from Walkabout. And what we get are what are called the Bantam work pants. They have a knee pad pocket in there that's made out of Kevlar, so that
It's a good sized pocket.
Right.
I mean, it's not a little pocket.
Right. You buy the knee pads, the pads themselves separately from the catalog, but they fit in very nicely. They don't move around. I've tried wearing knee pads that you strap on. They either bind my knees or they move around too much.
Or they cut off the circulation after a while if they move to the wrong spot.
Right. Other various work pants, and they have a lot of them. The Bantam work pants are their lighter weight ones. For $10 more, you can get a heavier weight.
And I've tried the heavier weight, and I would stick with the lighter weight for gardening in my area. And for what I do. But if you're in more brush and a lot of things, you might want to go with the heavier.
And they do have work pants that don't have these flap pockets on top, but we like those. They keep the dirt from getting into my regular pocket, and they give me an extra place to hold things.
And with those pants, you had the option of it will fit in the pocket.
They can't see where you're pointing.
Oh, this flap will fit in that front pocket if you don't want the flap.
Oh, I've never done that.
Yeah.
Must be a girl thing.
Maybe it's just
now I buy originally Black Ladder was men's sizes only.
Yep.
And I can buy men's sizes. I just figured out which size I need and I buy that, and I still do. But then one year I looked and I said, oh my gosh, they've got women's sizes. They must have women's pants somewhere. For $15 more, you can get the same pant in a woman's size. Why does a woman's pant cost $15 more? Come on. Is there that much?
The legs are a little bit narrow, a little bit tighter.
Yeah, the hip is bigger.
The hip is a little bit different.
I don't understand that, but they do have women's sizes now, and they do have a nice sizing page, so you can figure out what size you are. That's the pants that we work with. They do have overalls. They have a number of different other work pants that have knee pads in them. We really like that they use Kevlar. It's keeping the water out of your off your knee, and it's keeping the stones from punching through. They're well-made pants, so they're worth the money. We found them originally, and you can find other places now and take a look around by searching for SWAT team knee pad pants or tactical team knee pad pants, and you'll get a number of places that have some very spiffy looking. I'm thinking about buying some around the house pants to wear, because when I fall, I often fall on my knees, and I'm used to being outside where I can fall on my knees.
So
similarly, a lot of people have told us over the years about Duluth Trading Company, and I had a pair of their pants for a while. I did like them, but they were overalls, which are the ones that people talk about the most. And they have quite a few different shirts and tops and jackets to wear. I don't know too much about the rest of them, and this is where we're looking to you to put it in chat, or when we get to a break, tell us about places where you're buying things. But what people have raved about over the years and continue to rave about are the heirloom overalls that have a pocket for a knee pad, that have well, I can let other people tell it. You buy your knee pads separately. We do like these weird pads.
The ones with the bend that bend a little bit.
Yeah, they bend nicely. But they tell us that they like the straps on the top, the fact that they're elastic. They like that there's lots of pockets to put things in. I will tell you right now that there is no way in the world that you can put that knee pad in. And maybe somebody else wants to tell me differently. If you put the pants on already, you are not getting those knee pads in. How they fit in, and was it Julie? Julie was using duct tape to keep them from falling out. Inside that pocket, there is it's turned over. There's a cuff in there. You push the knee pad up and then let it fall down into the cuff. But if you don't let it fall down into the cuff, it will fall out while you're walking
All
around
the
the
time.
yard. At any rate, that's an interesting picture, but you
Yeah.
can't actually do it that way. You put the pads in before you put them on. But Gretchen got some recently and said what you'll find a lot of people saying. They were on sale and they have magnificent knee pads. They're a warm green color. They have ripstop fabric, washes and dries. That's really important.
Yeah.
The suspenders
Yes,
have elastic
washing.
and so many pockets and holds everything. Hammer hanging look, and they look cool. And probably last as long. Yes, heirloom. We want
Yeah.
things that become antiques. So that takes us into knee pads and getting knee pads or kneeling pad. I don't like having an extra thing to remember to move around with me. So I never took up with knee kneeling pads that you move around. But I did try the knee pads and like this kind better that wrap around your
More of the athletic support type almost.
right. Your knee fits in there, and then these two this Velcro
Velcros.
wraps around the back above your knee and below your knee to hold it in place. They stay in place pretty well. They don't look as cool though as wearing those
Yeah.
pants that have the knee pad right in them.